What's up, guys? This is Ty Zen. We just got through visiting. When I say we, that's me and my buddy, the Doc here, and we just got through visiting Florida, and we're heading back to Dallas, Texas. And in this video, guys, I want to share with you guys all the trees that are in Mississippi. Look at this, guys. Look at all the trees here. There's nothing but trees in Mississippi. Okay, you guys ever come down to Mississippi, you'll see it. Okay, so anyway, guys, we want to talk to you guys in this video about investing in the DAO hub, and I want to share with you guys because I got some more clarification from the Honorable Grandmaster Oracle of cryptocurrency investing, the amazing and phenomenal LeonFood.com. Now, I know he's listening to this, that's why I gotta say that, okay, just to mess with him. Okay, guys, so what our discussion entailed was in this video, I want to talk about what are we investing in when we invest into the DAO hub, okay, .org. Is this an investment into Slockit, or what is it that we're investing into? And I got some clarification today from the Honorable LeonFood.com, right? He was telling me that and he used a very good example, guys, that I want to share with you. Today is Sunday as I'm making this video, and tomorrow, starting tomorrow, in the city of Austin, Texas. Texas is like one of the greatest countries in America, and Austin is the capital of Texas, and that's where I originally lived, and that's where the Honorable LeonFood.com lives. Okay, and tomorrow is a big day for the city of Austin because it's the first time that the taxi service Uber and Lyft will not be in service anymore. So starting tomorrow, there will be thousands of people in the city of Austin, Texas, who can no longer work for Uber or for Lyft. And if you're not familiar with Uber or Lyft, they are a taxi service by the people where they have an app. You can log on and find a car that's available, any citizen of the city of Austin that's available, and you can pay them, 20, 30 bucks, and they'll take you a ride down around the city. I use it quite a bit, almost every month, because I prefer the Uber drivers because they are more polite, more friendly, and more courteous than the lousy taxi drivers. Most taxi drivers that I have experienced, they're rude. They're rude in Los Angeles, they're rude in New York, they're rude in Boston, and they're rude in almost every city that I have used a taxi. Likewise, on the other hand, every Uber and Lyft driver that I have ever used, I have never had a bad experience with any of them. And I use them all the time, every month, for the last few years. And I cannot say anything bad about Uber or about Lyft, okay? So it's unfortunate that tomorrow they will no longer be in service in this great city of Austin. And the reason why they are not in service anymore is because the city of Austin wants to fingerprint all the Uber and all the Lyft drivers. And those companies decided they don't want to fingerprint their Uber and Lyft employees, so they made the decision to withdraw their service from the city of Austin. So this is where the DAO hub comes in. That's extremely important, guys, for you to understand, is that the DAO hub is a decentralized autonomous organization. Basically, it's a company or a business that it does not have human decision making or control. It is based on software only. And so if Uber or Lyft was using the DAO as their company, right, then it would be very hard to shut it down, because if I choose to use my car to transport people from point A to point B, there is no way that someone can stop me from doing that if I was with the decentralized autonomous organizations such as the DAO hub, okay, 49 North. Okay, I had to give the doc here directions here because he's not very good with directions. He's not very good with driving or directions, okay? He's flipping me the middle finger right now. You guys don't see it, but just be aware that he is not a good driver. You see how the car is shaking, how it's violent right now? If he was a good driver, the camera would be much smoother, okay? But unfortunately, he's not, so that's what we have to put up with. We can trust the blockchain, but we cannot trust the doctor to drive, okay? You're laughing, huh? So, anyway, guys, so if the Uber or the Lyft was using the DAO as their pretty much their control center, then we wouldn't have this problem with Uber or Lyft in Austin, okay? So when we invest in the DAO hub, they are going to provide funding to any company that requests funding from them. The first company that is expected to request funding from the DAO hub is going to be a company in Germany called Slock.it, or known as Slockit. Slock stands for smart locks. So they're going to create some software that's going to allow us to pay for using ethers to pay for using that will unlock the locks to use to rent the cars, the houses, the tools, even to use electrical outlets. Okay, so that's what Slockit is going to do. Now keep in mind, guys, that Slockit could have easily, it's a private company, it has nothing to do with the Ethereum other than the fact that the members, the co-founders of Slockit, the company Slockit, used to be on the Ethereum development team, and they're still in tight knit with those guys, okay? But Slockit itself is a private company. They could have easily went out and started their own business and raised funding from private venture capitalists. However, they chose not to do that. They chose to go through the route of a decentralized autonomous organization. And the reason for that is to eliminate the bullshit like just what happened with Uber or Lyft, okay? Because they don't want for people to invest into their business, and then a few years later, if Slockit goes out of business or for some reason, that the token holders will get screwed over, okay? So to prevent that, what they're doing is they're allowing the token holders to be in control of it, so that in case something happens to Slockit, the people who want to use their locks, okay, let's just say that in Europe or in Germany, the government comes out and says it's illegal for people to use these smart locks to allow people to rent their cars or their bicycles or their hand tools or their power tools or whatever, or their electrical outlets. Well, let's just say that they ban that and it's illegal in Germany or Europe. What's going to happen is that they're not going to be able to go and prevent every citizen who owns a smart lock from renting out their house or their car or their tools, because you pay for it with the ethers or you pay for it with the DAO tokens, and you get to use that tool, right? So you see this company right here, you see all those trailers and all the generators and the air compressors that we just drove by? That's a equipment rental company. It's just fortunate that we were driving by and we saw that. So that equipment rental company, if they own the slocks, right? And you go and then you pay for it, it will unlock, and then you can use their tractor, their generators, their lights, their air compressors, and you can use that. Now let's say the government makes it illegal to where you cannot use that. Well, it's going to be very hard for them to stop it, because that means that they would have to go around to every car that has a smart lock on it, or every tool or every house that has a smart lock on it, and remove it or make it illegal, which is extremely difficult to do. We know this because in America, we've had the bogus drug war for many years, and people are still using drugs, and every year there's more and more drugs coming into America. So there's no way for law enforcement to go in there and stop every drug user in the world from using drugs, okay? So the same thing goes for the Slockit. Even if the government decides to make it illegal for someone to rent out their own property and their own cars and their own tools or their own computers or whatever it was that they want to rent out to other people, it's going to be extremely difficult for law enforcement to go around and stop everybody and make everybody remove the smart locks from their property, okay? So I want you guys to realize that when you guys are investing into the DAO hub, I want you guys to be fully 100% aware that you're investing into the DAO Hub, not because of Slockit, but because of the idea that a company or a business can exist without government control of it, and that the people, the software and the Ethereum blockchain is what is controlling the company and responsible for the company, and not the private company called Slockit. Okay, now I'm sharing this with you because in the beginning I thought that investing into the DAO meant that you are investing into Slockit, and it always bothered me, like, why isn't Slockit getting funding from the private sector? Why are they reaching out to the cryptocurrency community for? And it's because the reason why they're doing it is because they want to prove a concept. They want to prove the idea that a company can exist just on the blockchain and just software only, and not have to rely on humans to make the decision. Okay, so that's why, and that's I want to make sure that you guys understand that when you guys put your hard-earned money into investing into the DAO tokens at DAOhub.org. Okay, so if you have any questions or comments about this, or if it's too confusing for you, let me know. Leave your questions and comments in the comment section below, and my friend leonfood.com and I will try to answer it the best that we can. All right, so thanks for watching this video, guys, and I'll see you guys in a future video.